drive at their own 25. And he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State.
Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But, David, now you've got to go out and prove it. I know this team has been very hungry and very excited to finally do that today.
Yeah, and you're the #1 team, so you're getting a lot of pats on the back. And I think the coach is going to be like, all right, listen, let's go earn this. This team has done nothing. We haven't earned anything. Today starts that march where we get to earn something.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something. Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Oh, better look out. There's a crease. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line. They keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeye! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back to the ground game on the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on. Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Play action, C.J. Carr. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Carr fires one high and deep. And he reels it in inside the 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Caught behind the line. It's Porter. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Mobley. He breaks a tackle. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Zayn. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Open downfield, it's Smith. To the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome or wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads it left. He makes the catch.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Got enough for the first. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He's got 59 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Quarterback may change this route. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his cleats.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Carr. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down, Carr. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Williams. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Carr on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Jackson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going forward in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Rush is on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing, say it. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Back to throw, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mobley. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. C.J. Carr firing again. He gets it in. Touchdown, Irish!
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Say it. Under fire. Snags it down the right side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with UAB taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Blazers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make it.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Mobley. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown aside. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for room, it's Mobley. Inside the 35. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. He is threatening to run his way into the Irish annals like Julius Jones did against Pitt and Navy, or maybe rolling like the bus, Jerome Bettis or Vegas Ferguson.
Just having a day. Give it to him. Good things happening. Listen, this offense, they're physical up front. They're creating holes, and the running back is doing the rest. This is clinic take 101 on how to be physical.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Carr. Pressure coming. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Sends it back in motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. The run inside, it's Jackson. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Gets the back moving. From the gun on third down, say it. Complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. But when you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Here's Sayin to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Throwing, Carr. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Mobley. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the gun on third down, Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
The give to the back. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Sends it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeye. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Powers through the defender. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Carr to throw. Bringing the heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fourth down, Carr. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Here's Julian saying to throw. Here comes the heat. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the...
Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to...
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Might be changing the route. Carr. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get the...
Oh, it's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, Carr. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to.
Looking for more room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.